Sportsbook.
Welcome into the SOS Popcast. I got it right. I had to practice before we got on here. I got the big dog, Morgan. Morgan, how you doing?
I'm good. Tired as fuck.
Congrats on the new promotion at work. Congrats.
Thanks. Yeah, it's interesting.
Firm handshakes.
Mr. Manager.
Yeah,
assistant,
close.
Assistant to the regional manager.
I only accepted if they changed paperwork. It said assistant to the manager.
That's incredible, and that's what you'll be getting with this pop culture podcast. Or probably I said podcast that we're probably going to put out once every 2 weeks. We're just going to kind of wrap up what's going on in the world of showbiz, music, kind of just non-sports related stuff, which will be fun and interesting. And Stash Cuddy, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks.
You're welcome. How's the head adjusting to no hair?
It's cold.
That's a great analysis.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to relate this to sports a little bit. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl ads, which is always a huge thing. All these companies spend all these money on ads. And what was your favorite ad of the night?
I thought the ones where they brought people back were cool. The cable guy was there.
That was a good one.
Jim Carrey's and Austin Powers. That was a good one too.
Yeah, I really loved the Big Lebowski reference one. That was my favorite. That was the best. Serena walks in as the Jesus. I was like, oh man, that's awesome.
For a split second, I thought it was really going to be like John Turturro.
Yeah, it would have been awesome, but it was great. Morgan, I know you were a big fan of the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, so much.
What was your favorite ad?
The only one I saw was like the video game one where the players came out of the game through the TV.
Oh, yeah. With the kids, the football one.
It's about NFL. The only one I saw. So that one.
That was a good one. What do you guys think about Coinbase having the old DVD flashing going corner to corner with a QR code on it?
Yeah. So when that was on, I was like, what the fuck is this? So I was like, might as well just try and scan it to see what it is. Mm-hmm. And I read that so many people scanned it at once that it crashed their site.
They went from in the hundreds most downloaded app to the second most downloaded app because of that ad.
Yeah.
And anybody that did use that QR code that did get through got $15 in Bitcoin or whatever. So very well done. Very well done. Good ad. I mean, people were making fun of it, but a lot of people scanned it.
Yeah. I just wanted to see what it was because it didn't have anything.
Nothing really in particular. Yeah. It was an interesting ad. It was brilliant by them, to be honest, with the old DVD logo too.
It was probably one of the longer ones too.
It was like a solid screen. It was like a minute. And all I could think of was The Office, just waiting for it to go in the corner. And I didn't get that. I didn't get that satisfaction.
There were like some pretty good ones. They brought the E-Trade baby back.
Oh yeah. Acting like he's Rambo.
I was talking to people, and some people didn't even remember those commercials.
That was incredible. And then like the baby flying the helicopter, he's like, you just keep your eyes on the sky. that was good.
That was a good one. This was like a pretty strong year for commercials.
Yeah, it wasn't, obviously we're not going to get the commercials of old, but I thought they did a really solid job this year. I had no complaints about it.
The metaverse one was creepy.
Super creepy.
Like the animatronic.
Yeah.
Things.
Yeah, I was like
that commercial.
I was like, what?
Like, hey, it's all right if nobody gives a fuck about you. You could just go in this fake world forever.
Yeah, for real. It was like
super.
You just go in this fake world forever, and it's gonna be like Ready Player One.
Super weird commercial. It was a weird selling point.
It was. It was a very, very weird selling point. I'm trying to get back to Brian's list of commercials that he had of what he liked.
The Seth Rogen and Paul Rudd one was really funny.
The latest one? That was good.
I woke up that next morning to like 112 text messages.
It was great.
What the fuck?
It was a good night all around. It was a good game. It was good commercials, and the halftime show was good.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of the halftime show, screw it. Let's just get right into it. When 50 Cent came down from the rafters, I had the biggest smile on my face, about as big as it is now. I couldn't have been happier.
I think I woke the neighbors up.
I was like a little kid at Christmas. I was like, it's 50. Like, even my mom enjoyed the halftime show, and she does not like rap music. She goes, they did a really good job with it.
It was
course
good.
they
Like
did.
all around, everybody was good. I think my only complaint with the entire halftime show,
Kendrick.
I didn't mind him. You know, when going into it, I was like, I don't know how he fits into them, but he held his own. He did really good. But I thought
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige's performance kind of slowed down. Her second song, to
I
me,
thought she killed
was
it.
like a lull in the performance.
I
don't
Well,
know,
that's
that's
just
just how I
because you guys wanted the hits. You
Well,
basically they
hey,
could have
well,
literally
that's-
went out there and played the Chronic 2001 and just went off that, and that could have been the halftime
I
show.
mean, both songs that Mary J. sang were really popular songs. I just thought it was like it brought the tone of the show down. I don't know.
In her defense, Nick, I'm gonna say she did have to come after 50 surprising us all. So, you know, that's a tough act to follow.
I think she could have picked a better second song.
Fair. I think,
And I thought it kind of sucked that Eminem only got one.
I mean, I think, yeah, Snoop and Dre on stage together though was incredible.
Like you got Dre right there, and you're not gonna do Forget About Dre or Guilty Conscience or something. He's right there.
You're gonna do Guilty Conscience at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Conscience, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Or at least dropped a new track together.
Why not just have him go sing Kim too while we're doing that?
Yeah,
I would love that.
Yeah,
I mean, I would.
What they should have
get me
played
wrong.
if they had 50 Cent there was Patiently Waiting. That would have went over great.
That'd have been good I just wish it was a little longer.
Yeah, I could have done with another song from Eminem, and honestly, probably like an old like solo Snoop Dogg song I could have done with.
Like Gin and Juice or something.
Like What's My Name by Snoop Dogg. What's my motherfucking name? Something like that. Like
I still in my mind, like the perfect show would have been like Kendrick was great, but the perfect one would have been like X him and throw in like Ice Cube.
yeah. But I thought Kendrick did a great job. Obviously, you have to do like a little modern too with like the LA, like trying to like bring it modernized. So I'm glad.
Did you?
Yeah,
His performance was good.
I thought Kendrick did a great job.
It's hard for him when he's censored with his music because
And he's definitely a different style of rapping than what Dre, Snoop, 50, you know, he's closer to Eminem out of all of them. You know what I mean? And Eminem does have bangers like Lose Yourself, which they did play, which was great. Anderson .Paak on the drums was killing it too.
Dre and Snoop, dude, looked like they were having the time of their fucking lives.
Time of their lives. I love how they all wore black besides Snoop, and he was like, I'm wearing blue.
just because.
Dude, when Snoop was crip walking on stage, I couldn't have been happier.
Yeah, that was it. The whole show was great.
It was great. I enjoyed it.
Where do you rank it all time?
For me, I know where Prince is for you. It's number one for me. It's just the type of music I like. It was perfect for what I wanted it to be.
It was a good show too.
Yeah.
Like you'd be pretty hard pressed to get like more star power than that on stage together that made sense together.
Correct.
Like you could throw 5 superstar musicians up there that have no fucking common ground whatsoever.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that the show was themed nice.
Yeah.
They gelled and was cohesive. And
Mm-hmm.
It was like a big house party.
It was. Yeah. Sure was.
I heard that the sound system in the stadium was terrible.
I wish they started bouncing the 6-4s, man. Oh man, that would have put it over the top for me.
Did you see that thing that came out that was like some dude wrote an article was like breaking news, like Snoop Dogg smoked a joint before going on stage at the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's
And
so shocking.
Like, people were like, plot twist. Bet you he smoked it before that too.
Yeah, right. I bet he was smoking in a suite at the stadium.
Like, who gives a fuck? Yeah, I thought it was a good show.
I do. So what do you rate it?
I think it's definitely a top 5.
Okay. You had more time to think about it. You know,
well, when I was watching it,
Facebook
just
status.
the nostalgia is just like
It was
coming at you in waves.
The nostalgia was overwhelming.
It was.
So you're like, this is the greatest show I've ever seen.
It's the best thing I've ever seen.
You sit back at it. Obviously, you have to put it into perspective. Like Prince is just never going to be topped.
Yeah, with the Rain, Purple Rain, I totally get that. For me, it's like, you know, that this was the music I like, and I know Prince's music that, you know, you like. So like for me, I was like, this is my favorite, but I understand that Prince is probably the best. But for me, my personal ranking is 1.
But it does open some doors of who we could potentially get down the road.
Get a little East Coast thing going for that man or something. I don't know. Morgan, what do you think? Where does it rank for you?
I thought it was good. It's probably right there with Prince.
Okay. So we're all on the same page of not being 6-year-old white men that don't like rap music.
Yeah, I think unless you're just like you're just so set in your ways that you can't accept something new happening, I think you'd be pretty hard pressed to find somebody who was like, that was a shitty performance.
The only people who don't like that are people who don't like rap music. Like,
but even if you
no,
didn't like rap
there's
music,
no other reason to not like it because the
For
vibe
sure.
was good. They were playing the hits. Like you, even if you don't listen to rap, you know those songs.
And that's the thing with rap. Like rap comes from all these genres of music that these people like. Like rap is like originated from like rock. You know what I mean? It comes from rock and all that shit. And like I said, even my
almost
mom.
any of the music you have today, any of the music you have today comes from Dre.
Correct.
Like it all started with Dre. With the beat
all those
making
people
and
on that stage like can basically credit their career to that dude.
For sure,
Pretty much.
100%. And like my mom, who was in her 60s, literally was like, that halftime show was really good. She doesn't like rap music, like, but she was like, that was a good halftime show.
No, I don't think you need to like. I don't think you need to like rap music to at least be able to acknowledge that was like a really well done performance.
Couldn't agree more. All right, so during that Super Bowl, we got quite a few movie trailers, TV show trailers, and we're gonna wrap up the Book of Boba Fett at the end after we go through all these trailers. Let's start with the first one, Jurassic World Domination, aka Endgame.
Dominion.
Or Dominion,
Yeah.
Excuse me, sorry. I can't
Jurassic
read.
World Endgame.
Yeah, Jurassic World Endgame, essentially. They got all the old characters back. They got Chris Pratt. They got Dallas Bryce Howard. Got the whole crew all there. How do we feel? What do you think about that trailer?
So I am just going to come right out and say that I had completely given up on that series because I didn't even watch The Fallen Kingdom because I heard nothing but bad things in it. And it even just looked terrible.
Mhm.
It came out so fast and was like, I don't know. I didn't want to see it, but this trailer kind of put me back on board a little bit. It looks like it's going to be good.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see, like, I like the direction that they went with it. Like the dinosaurs are roaming and living amongst humans. They're trying to capture them to, lock them away.
It'll be interesting to see how they, in the story, they managed to get the three people all back together. Like, why would they even agree to go with them? You know what I mean?
Man, I forget what his name is. When he sees the girl from the old ones.
Sam Neill and Laura Dern.
Yeah, when Sam Neill sees her and he's just like says her name and you're just like, oh man, nostalgia right there. That's great.
Yeah. They should have got Vince Vaughn back from the Lost World.
Should have brought Sam Jackson back, man. He's still alive.
He is. He might be in
A
it.
shark ate me.
The dude,
A fucking shock ate me.
the
Drink,
doctor
bitch.
from the first one is in this one. The one who gets away. Like he
Yes.
was working.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
he showed up in the first Jurassic
The
World.
first one, yeah, at the end, the Asian guy.
So he's in this one again.
Yeah.
And I hear that this is like the end.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Well, if it makes so much money, just as a studio nowadays, they'd be dumb to just not make another one.
I mean, I'm sure we'll get a crossover between Jurassic Park and Fast and the Furious before
I
we
was
know
just
it.
gonna say
Jesus Christ.
we'll be riding dinosaurs to space.
For real.
I'm just picturing
Real.
some fucking dumb contraption they make where Vin Diesel is like riding a chariot pulled by fucking raptors. I don't know.
They travel back in time to like fucking ancient Rome. They're in the Colosseum. Vin Diesel's in a chariot with raptors running around.
Vin Diesel's gonna find the DeLorean and go back in
Soup
time.
it up.
There
It's
we
gonna
go.
be a Back to
Nah.
the Future, Fast Furious,
Oh my
and
God.
Jurassic Park crossover.
Universal. We wrote your script for you. There you go.
Back to the Future
Boom.
to see Paul Walker.
Oh,
Easy.
yo. You Morgan.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. All right. Let's move on. We got Marvel movie, big one. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
That was a wild trailer.
A lot in that trailer, but not a lot. Very Sam Raimi.
It was a lot to unpack.
It
There's
was
like a lot of shit going on in the background.
All right, so I just want to start off with the Illuminati, which
Yeah,
is
we're gonna see them.
which typically has Black Bolt, Iron Man,
Black Bolt, Iron Man, Namor,
Professor X, Namor.
Professor X, Mr. Fantastic.
Yep.
We'll see.
Oh.
We're probably gonna see some version of that group.
So
Patrick Stewart's voice was in the trailer.
100%. Are we going to see Superior Iron Man, and is it going to be Tom Cruise?
Supposedly, I read stuff that said Tom Cruise wanted his character's outfit to not have a helmet so that you could see his face, and that would line up with the Superior Iron Man suit.
Superior Iron Man does not have a mask, and they're using Ultron bots to bring
Yeah.
Doctor Strange up to them.
Plus, we're gonna have like an
So-
evil Doctor Strange
Yep.
from the What If show. I think this is
Yeah.
gonna tie directly into that show.
I think so too. I think we're gonna get a lot with this movie. It's gonna be all over the place. And we got Wanda, who's gonna be a villain. Like,
Or at least start to become one.
yep. Morgan.
And I think we're gonna be getting the X-Men coming in.
I think so. It's a bridge to bring in everybody. I think Deadpool is gonna make an appearance.
Yeah, I saw something somewhere that one of the actors in this movie said that at one point there's more known characters on screen than there was at any point in Endgame.
Excuse
So-
me. What?
So I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
But-
I'm curious. Morgan,
Yeah.
how do you feel about the trailer?
I mean, I'm not a Marvel person. I really don't.
Get this guy out of here. Podcast over.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I haven't really cared for Marvel since like the first Avengers.
It's been a while. Like,
It's been a
It's like-
decent amount of time, one would say. I'm excited for it. I'm excited
10
to see how
years
this
ago.
movie. That comes out in May, correct?
I'll see it when it gets to Disney Plus.
Jesus. All right, let's move on to, speaking of Disney Plus, Morgan, a segue without even you knowing we were going to do a segue. Let's talk about Disney Plus's new Marvel show, Moon Knight, coming out with
That looks pretty-
Nick's boy, Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac.
I am
He's good in everything.
I'm excited for
He's
this.
good and everything.
It looks incredible. Ethan Hawke is the bad guy.
Yep.
And Kevin Feige said like this show is like absolutely fucking brutal.
Yeah. Well, in the comics, he's like a fucking nut job. He's got like schizophrenia. He's got like a bunch of different personalities. You see a couple of the personalities in the trailer.
Yeah.
They got like a Mr. Knight who wears like a white tuxedo with the mask and shit.
Mhm.
Oscar Isaac is just so good. That,
I mean, the costume looks sick.
yeah, they did a good job with the. I like the texture they went with. It almost like a mummy rabbit.
Mummy, yeah.
Yeah, it looks dope.
It's another Disney Plus show that I'm excited for.
Disney Plus is crushing it right now.
And I'm going to do a quick segue into a topic that I know Morgan enjoys more, speaking about Disney Plus, for a trailer that we didn't get, the Kenobi trailer. We did not get one for the Super Bowl. We were holding out for it, I think.
I was
How
really
excited are we for
surprised.
that show?
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm as excited for that as I was for Spider-Man No Way Home.
I have heard, like, just through Twitter and stuff, that this is like Darth Vader in Rogue One, like,
Yeah.
but more intense. Which is
He's like in his prime.
like
It's basically Doc in 1993 and 1994. That's the Vader we're getting.
going back to back.
It's so I think it's 10 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Oh shit! So he's gonna be a fucking menace.
So it's before obviously Rogue One, and Vader was pretty strong in
On the
Rogue
come
One,
up.
even though that was in A New Hope too. It's the same time,
bro,
but so he's
Vader-
younger than Rogue One, so he's gonna be doing some crazy shit.
bro, Vader in Rogue One, that scene in the hallway is the best scene in Star Wars. I
mean,
honestly believe that.
That whole movie was literally made just for that scene.
It was everything I imagined it to be and more. The
I-
force choke going down the hall. Oh man.
I've read crazy shit about that movie, like the original concept, like the blind guy was originally gonna have a lightsaber.
Oh really?
They got rid of it because they didn't want any lightsabers in the movie except for Darth Vader,
That's sick.
just to like show the power shift or whatever.
Bro, he was a fucking
Yeah.
menace in that movie.
Yeah.
They're gonna Obi-Wan and him are definitely gonna fight each other again.
Yep. Yep.
I'm
it's-
excited.
It's gonna be awesome. May
You think-
27th or 5th, somewhere in
Something
there.
like that. Yeah, it's May for
I-
sure.
It's
I
like
hope they
the
go with,
60th
like-
anniversary of the first movie or some shit.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
May.
I hope
There
they
you
go
go.
with like a similar vibe to like Logan.
Old Man Logan.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like I can feel it would be like a similar vibe to that show. With him,
Yeah.
like getting older and shit like that.
Yep. I'm
Plus,
excited.
I mean,
That's gonna
Hayden
be
Christensen,
awesome.
like both of them coming back is awesome.
Awesome.
Did I read somewhere Mark Hamill's gonna be in it too as Luke Skywalker?
He's only gonna be like 10 years old.
Hmm.
There was something I thought I heard where he was maybe in future seasons.
Maybe. I don't know if they're
I
gonna do
know
one.
they're struggling with him with like the CGI and stuff. I know they got like a lookalike for the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Like, They got like a lookalike that looks a lot like him and made the CGI a lot easier. I
Well,
don't
it's a deep fake,
deep fake, yeah.
Yeah.
but he did the voice. Well,
Yeah.
technically he did the voice.
Yeah.
They used like years and years of like audio from
Just him
to
talking. Yeah.
make him say words and stuff like that.
Yeah. Which
That's what they did with Leia.
yeah.
Yeah, that one
So-
little hope part.
Ugh. Oh, let's not talk about the new. Come on. We were having a good podcast, and we had to go and ruin it. All right, while we're on Star Wars, I kind of want to wrap up the Book of Boba Fett while we're here, and then we can get back to the trailers. Morgan, did you watch it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What did you think about it? I'll go to you first.
The ending was crazy. Like just the madness of Grogu with the ball and all that shit.
King.
Just him fighting his strength just him with his fucking strength in the force without really training is insane.
I know.
I liked the finale. I thought
But
it was like,
it was basically the Mandalorian.
yeah, I liked it, but it was like so much of that show didn't need to happen. Like the whole storyline with Luke and Grogu
Yeah.
really doesn't need to happen because he just chooses the Mandalorian anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
So it's really just, I don't know, like it was cool to see Luke and stuff like that, and cool to see Ahsoka again, and cool to see Grogu training and shit like that. But other than the fact that it just took an episode up of him going to see him, it doesn't add anything to the plot. Like he was just gonna, like he might as well never have taken him to begin with. To go away.
I'm not going to complain with the reunion I got. Okay. When
It was cool. It was like
when
a
the
nice
little guy,
moment.
when the little guy
But-
jumps up into his arms like King.
But realistically,
No, it didn't need to happen, but like
it just wasted like an hour of your time where the plot could have went somewhere else. I think the show has a really bad pacing problem.
wasted an hour of your time, not my time.
I think
I
they
enjoyed
did
it.
a lot of that episode to help with the new movies they did.
And I also think with that episode, they wanted to do that before they put out the new season of The Mandalorian to get that backstory and that Grogu is back and not take episodes out of The Mandalorian. And what that plot is going to turn into, I don't know. I'm excited.
This is the
Grogu
same
turns
thing.
into a bounty hunter using the Force.
This is the same thing that the Marvel stuff is getting into, like that territory of like you have to watch too much shit now to know what's going on. And it's like not a problem if you have the time to watch it all. But like wouldn't you have just preferred like Mandalorian season 1, 2, 3? Not like now I have to watch this extremely slow-paced show where like the main character can't even carry the series. So you have to get the guy from the other shows that's successful to come in and save it. Like I don't know. It's like it gets really convoluted.
I didn't mind it. I
Not saying
understand.
it was a
Like,
bad show,
I
but the
understand.
Mandalorian
Like, what,
saves it.
yeah, for sure. But I also like The Mandalorian has been established and they did a really good job knocking it out of the park.
If you want to talk about established, Boba Fett's been around for fucking 40 plus years.
Agreed, but his whole backstory has not, and you got like a whole 2 full seasons of The Mandalorian. I wish they did more of Boba's backstory, like prior to this. Like
I think where they fucked up big time is they made the Mandalorian,
mhm.
and that's basically the Boba Fett show people have wanted, but he's a different character.
Yeah,
And now people want Boba Fett because he came back, and Boba Fett's just like past his prime.
yeah,
So now you don't get to see the Boba Fett you want, which is kind of a bummer.
yeah.
So
I agree.
I don't know. On to Obi-Wan because that's gonna be dope.
On to Obi-Wan, and can
It'll
we
be
just
the
talk-
second best show that comes out this year.
Second, you think the Lord of the Rings is gonna be better?
Yes.
we're gonna get there, but before we get there, can we just talk about Grogu just wanting the zoomies?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
that might be one of my favorite scenes of all time. Him just sitting there, just banging the glass, like, go faster, do it again.
I think the coolest part of the episode was the Rancor.
The
'Cause you know what?
Rancors.
Yeah.
So that show, like, just not to nitpick it, but that show, the first like 3-4 episodes is like pretty slow, but seems like it's building towards shit.
Mhm.
And then like it just jumps to the Mandalorian story.
Yeah,
And then at the end, both stories just come together. But we left the Rancor with like Danny Trejo's character,
Yeah.
and you assume you're gonna see him train with him, but then you just never again see him. So when he showed up in the finale, I was like, I almost forgot it even existed in
Right.
that show.
was sick.
Like
though.
never revisited that story.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But it was really cool to see him.
Very cool. All right, Morgan, I'm sorry I ruined your segue. Let's get into the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. It looks incredible.
I can't wait.
It's going to be the best show that gets put out this year.
And it's coming out, what, Amazon Prime?
Yeah. In September. Oh my God.
I'm excited for it. I'll be on my couch watching it.
I think the visuals look badass.
Yeah. The characters look sick.
I would expect nothing less from a Lord of the Rings franchise.
Yeah, I really am excited for that show. And it looks like in some areas they're trying to use a lot of practical effects like the original trilogy
Yep.
did. Because I think we can probably all agree. They're like fun to watch sometimes, but the Hobbits were not up to par.
No.
With the first three. They're not even close.
Not even close. But
not even close, champs. Trust me.
We didn't get much of the cutscenes, but I'm glad because I don't want to know as much.
I don't want to know anything. And I want to go. I'm flying blind.
That trailer did a really good job of like making you be like, I wonder what this show is going to be about.
Yeah.
That was actually going back to it really quick. That was the one credit I'll give to the Jurassic World trailer is it didn't fall into that trap that most trailers do where they give away the whole fucking movie. You don't know what's going to happen. So good job to them. But the Lord of the Rings, a lot of the characters are like way younger.
Yeah.
And it's like before all the rings were created. So it'd be cool to see that time.
Yeah. I want to see all the elves. It's going to be awesome.
Nerd shit, guys. Nerd shit. All right.
I wonder if they're going to get anybody. I don't know. I guess they're all going to be too young for their actual actors to portray any of them.
Yeah. Sadly, I think you're right.
But that's fine.
It is.
I thought I heard Lady Galadriel's in it.
Yeah, I've seen. I think I saw a picture, but I don't know if it's
like
Kate Blanchett.
It's definitely probably not going to be Kate Blanchett.
But the characters like Elrond is in it.
They don't
Galadriel.
It's the fucking highest budgeted TV show of all time, so it wouldn't shock me if they got Kate Blanchett to do it. Like,
I think it's going to shit all over Game of Thrones and put Game of Thrones to shame.
I think it's going to be way better than Game of Thrones.
I hope it is. Like, Game of Thrones, that show existed? Like, what?
Another trailer that I think we forgot about that I don't know if it was necessarily during the Super Bowl. I think it was. Jordan Peele's new movie, Nope.
Yeah.
Looks pretty wild.
Wild.
Trailer. It looks, you should look it up after we record this. It's pretty cool.
It looks like an alien type movie.
Something,
interesting.
Something, yeah.
I like Jordan Peele because not only is he not doing like remakes and sequels and bullshit, but like all three of his movies are like extremely different from the previous one.
Correct, which is awesome. Get Out was incredible, and the other one
was great. Us, I didn't think Us was as good as Get Out, but it's not a bad movie.
No, it's not a bad movie. All right,
I haven't seen either of those.
You should watch Get Out for sure. We're gonna stick with the TV show theme here. Stranger Things Part 4 announced. 2-part season, 3 times longer than the previous season. First part comes out May 27th. Second part July 1st. I've never watched Stranger Things in my entire life.
Really?
I was gonna ask, is anybody still watching that show? Like, is anybody excited it's coming out?
Watched it.
Yeah, I thought the second season was terrible, but then the third season was a little better.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm still interested. So
I still think they should have just ended it with the one season. I thought the story was perfect.
They have it written for 5, so they're gonna do another season after this.
Damn.
I think this is the end. It's split into 2 parts, right? No,
they're splitting this because there's just so much they want to put out. But they're doing another season after this.
They should end it in the theater in the movie.
Boom. Netflix movie. I love it. I'd love it to make Morgan go back to the movie theater.
I won't. I will literally wait.
That's crazy.
The movie theater?
Speaking of going to the movie theater, I am going to the movie theater tonight. I am going to see the new Uncharted movie with my sister. I'm excited. I don't think it's going to be good, but I'm excited to sit there, eat popcorn, have a nice soda pop.
It's got some pretty positive shit coming out of the gate.
It's only 90 minutes long.
What?
And that's where it throws me for a loop.
No, I'm out.
I looked at
it's only 90 minutes.
93 minutes long is the runtime.
They already fucked it up. It needs to be like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
And that's including credits.
So I was like,
and there's
what?
Have you ever played the video games? I don't think you have, right?
I watched you guys play it. I know what happens.
Okay. It looks like they're squeezing a lot of shit into this first movie, and now on top of it, the fact that you said it's 90 minutes long makes me have
They're
less
gonna
faith
cut
than
so
I
much
already
shit
did.
out.
This,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
man, because they're bringing in the whole story of him with his brother. He mentions in the trailer.
Yeah.
The whole thing of finding the lost ship is in the trailer, which is in the fourth game.
Yeah.
Falling out of the airplane, which was in the third game.
Yeah.
That like big iconic moment.
It's
90
gonna
minutes,
be
dude.
jumbled in a mess.
I have a feeling. I don't know if you guys ever watched it or read the books or anything, but it's gonna be similar to like that Dark Tower movie.
I heard that movie was not good.
There's so much shit, and it was a 90-minute movie.
Yeah. Like you got to do better. I don't know. I'll let you guys know how it is. I'll shoot you the text tonight. Send out the
But
report.
I have read it's gotten some pretty positive stuff though.
Yeah. I'm excited.
think
But
though-
how many of those people writing it have actually played the games?
But even still though, like the history of video game movies are
Never goes well.
so poor that you couldn't go into that with anything less than
That's
like
true.
low expectations. Like
True. Very true. So-
Mortal Kombat was the most recent one.
I liked Mortal Kombat. I thought it was a fun movie to watch. It was a great popcorn movie. Like,
I think it's a good setup movie.
yeah. I mean, come on, man.
It definitely left me wanting to see more.
Yeah. Friggin' Scorpion, incredible.
I actually thought
Sub-Zero,
I thought
awesome.
Kano stole the show.
Kano stole the show for sure. Yeah, I agree. Oh man,
But let me know how Uncharted is.
I will.
I have
And-
zero faith.
The last of the movie trailer / upcoming movies coming out is The Batman with Robert Pattinson. Holy shit. This is the movie I'm most excited for, I think.
It looks good.
It looks
And I like how
brutal.
it's not involved with anything else.
Nothing. That's the main thing. I literally watched a video on it today. The director said, I want nothing to do with any other DC movie. I don't want a like trailer at the end to announce
Set up
another
other
movie,
shit.
set up other shit. He goes, I want this to be a straight Batman movie.
I think across the board the casting is good for everyone.
Yep.
Zoe Kravitz as
Yeah.
Catwoman is
Yeah.
badass choice.
Yeah.
Paul Dano is a really good choice for a villain like the Riddler.
Yeah.
I fucking hate whatever outfit they put him in. It
It's-
looks like a Zodiac killer.
That's what they're going for, though.
It doesn't look good. I'm just saying it doesn't look good.
I'm
I would
excited to
have
see
much
it on
preferred him
screen.
just wear like a fucking green trench coat and a mask or something. Like
I'm excited to see it on screen, honestly. Like, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt until they don't deserve it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, I definitely think the movie's. I don't like that initial
And like
look that
the
I've seen.
soundtrack for it sounds awesome. Like the trailer
Um,
music's already fucking awesome.
Colin Farrell as the Penguin looks nuts.
Yeah. Batmobile looks sick.
And then I don't know the actor's name, but he was the FBI agent in Casino Royale.
yeah, the playing Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that choice because he
I
was
do
great in
too.
He was great in Westworld, so
That's what I heard as well. Yeah.
he's a cool choice for Commissioner Gordon.
I just love how dark it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
Like
like it's
that-
gonna
that-
be fucking brutal.
The only thing I would nitpick out of the like Dark Knight series is it was too bright. Like Batman's dark. Everything about him is dark. Like his everything. So I love the darkness to it.
I wish it was
Vengeance.
rated R.
Yeah.
I wish
it
it had been rated R.
Yeah.
Bro, when he
but,
beats the shit out of the dude, and they're like, "What are you?" And he's like, "I'm vengeance." Badass.
But I did read that the director says that there is like no R-rated cut. So that's
Good.
good. It
Yeah.
means they didn't have to. It means they didn't have to tone anything down. So it was
Did-
basically they did what they wanted to right out of the gate.
Didn't leave
That's
anything on the
good.
cut room floor.
I'm definitely excited. It's gonna be long,
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
almost.
it's all 3 hours almost.
Yeah,
almost. That's a long. If they plan on making it a series, that's a really long first movie.
I don't care.
Oh, I don't give a shit. Longer the better. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
I will sit there and enjoy every second of it. Okay, we're moving on. Last subject of the day today. We're talking about some video games coming out here soon, and the state of one video game that was near dear to Morgan's heart that he no longer plays, Warzone. Let's get into Warzone first. Talk about the disappointment. Morgan, go ahead.
It's just dead. It's so bad. I'm watching Tim today use a shotgun as a sniper 120 meters away, and he's one-shotting,
take-
headshotting
just
kids.
Take the shotguns completely the fuck out. They're so stupid.
The shotguns, I got these balloons that you jump around on. And
I don't mind the balloons. I thought
It's-
with the way they made the map, I thought that was a great change.
They're
They
taking a
sold
lot
from
of shit from
Apex.
Apex.
I was
Yes.
just gonna say they're stealing Apex because all the Warzone people went to Apex.
But like I like that change. You make a map so big with that much open space, you got to do shit like that. You got to get people involved. Like the pacing of this map compared to Verdansk is so fucking slow.
Well, there's just so much open space.
Yeah,
So much open space. So
I
like
just love dying to a kid who's hiding in a bush.
yeah.
that's another thing. It sucks that there's so much. I mean, granted, that's how it would be in a war zone, but it sucks that there's so much like fucking plant life everywhere, and none of it serves the purpose other than just it's in your way of seeing.
Yeah, I
something.
mean they're appealing to the casual player that like
It's
go-
fucking
yeah.
lame.
It's so bad that they did a Warzone tournament of hide and seek, and it was the streamer's favorite tournament.
it was fun to watch. It was fun. I watched it. It was great.
So dumb.
But that's like a useless fucking thing.
Correct. Couldn't agree
I-
more.
I mean, well, they announced the new one,
Had to. You had to. You
and
had to.
I think my theory. We've never talked about it on here, obviously, but I think my theory of they didn't give a fuck how bad this one was going to be, because however bad this is, it's not going to matter when the second one comes out because it's going to be humongous.
They're literally, they just threw this map out there to do like a reface of the game. They don't give a shit about any of these seasons upcoming. They're going to make small adjustments, make it seem like they're caring. The only thing they care about is Warzone 2 dropping this fall. Because that will be, if they do it correctly, it could be absolutely humongous.
I mean, it's kind of their last stand. If it's not good, if
Correct.
it doesn't revitalize the game, it's fucking over.
Yeah, Call of Duty's done. Like you're gonna lose everybody.
Do you think there's anything to the fact that we've gotten a new jungle map with World War II shit, a World War II game, and for some reason, the last like 3 fucking battle passes are all snow?
Super weird.
Why? Like, I can't use any of the shit you're giving me on this map because I'm bright fucking white. There's
And
no
that's the
snow
thing
anywhere.
too. It's like, why are they doing it this way? Considering like the story for the Warzone makes no sense.
it makes zero fucking sense.
Like the first, like the Modern Warfare into Black Ops at least made some sense. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
The red doors, okay. Now we're going back to the 40s. Like, what are you doing?
And then I have no fucking idea what the story is. I don't even pretend to try to know. Like,
Don't
I
care.
have no clue.
I was
what's
gonna say,
going
do you
on.
even care?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Like when it was the characters from the game
Yeah.
that were like blowing up the stadium and all that shit.
When they announced Ghost, when he came in, that was sick
Yeah.
into the airport. It's like, all right, cool. We got Ghost back. Like,
I was like, oh, cool. Is this gonna lead into the second game? Maybe.
I mean, my thing is like, dude,
All of a sudden
just,
we're time traveling and there's zombie boats and like.
here's the thing. Call of Duty, do us all a favor. Just stick with the current. Don't go back in time. I don't want Cold War shit. I don't want Vietnam. I don't want World War II. I don't want World War I. I don't want advanced stuff. I want current stuff that I can do now.
How about this?
That is realistic now.
What about this for a thought? When Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 come out, if they just kept all the World War II and Vietnam and old shit in Caldera and you could play that like that,
Mhm.
and then have all the newer shit in 2, I would do that.
Yeah,
If
but
you'd be
like,
you know what? I like World War II weapons more and I'm gonna go play this one.
who's
They
gonna fucking
need
play
to
that?
they just need to wipe everything out and put Modern Warfare 2 in Warzone 2, and that's it. Only Modern Warfare 2 guns. You don't
Correct.
need any other guns.
Like,
That's
Now,
it.
do you
if
think
you-
they're gonna
you-
you think we're gonna lose all of our shit?
Yep, you're losing it all. It's a new
You
All the
game.
should.
weapons?
It's a new game.
If they're
That-
putting the Modern
It's a
Warfare
lot of
2
people's
shit in
money.
there,
It's a lot
Yeah.
of money.
The thing is they have to do it because everyone's been complaining about the FOV slider, and PS4s can't handle it. The old Xboxes can't handle it. So you
So
have
now why
to.
why can my PS5 and shit like handle it on Vanguard?
Your PS5 itself can handle it.
Yeah.
Not a PS4. Now that they have it on PS4, PS5, and PC,
Well, fuck PS4. It's gonna be obsolete.
that's what Warzone 2 is going to make it. It is going to be obsolete. You're right.
Like-
It's not going to matter. People will still be able to play the original Warzone on PS4, but not Warzone 2. And that's going to be the difference. I'm okay with that. I mean, fuck them. Like you can't. You don't have a
could care
PS5.
less.
Fuck you. Like I don't give a shit.
Bye.
Yes. Thanks for playing.
I paid the money to play a better game.
Correct. So I think that's where the point we're going to get to. I'm excited for Warzone 2. I don't care about the money I've spent on Warzone. Fucking
I
wipe it
kind of
clean.
I kind of care about it all the time I put into fucking weapons and shit like that.
I-
That's not nothing.
if you're giving me Modern Warfare 2 shit, yeah.
I'm with Morgan. I stand with you. You're gonna sit here and potentially bring back like, and here's the thing too, like Morgan was
I
saying.
just got diamond snipers, guys. Come on. I can't be upset about it.
Come on. You can, but like the thing is also with this is like, if they do this correctly and they do just stick with Modern Warfare guns, you can just keep adding new guns. And you want to know what you can do? You can be like, all right, they could go to fucking season 18 and be like, you want to know what? We're finally bringing back the intervention. You know who's hopping back on the game? The kid with the red headphones on.
Yeah.
Not even if the gun's good in the game, just for nostalgia purposes. Like you bring back the UMP 45.
I hope if they bring Modern Warfare 2 back, they make it so like if you drop like a 50 bomb, you get a fucking tactical nuke and you just kill everybody.
Oh. Damn, that'd be sick.
Do you think they'll have a tactical nuke in Warzone?
That'd be awesome.
I don't know. I think
shut that dog up.
For that, you got to put it at like 40 or 50 kills.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah,
super
it's got to
high.
be. It's got to be super high.
Super high. All right, that's enough Warzone talk. Let's get into the Elden Ring, which I know both of you guys are excited for.
I'm definitely getting it the first day.
Yeah, I will be on that shit.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, you guys going back to the dark times?
Oh,
yeah,
I'm already going back to the dark times anyway.
George R.R. Martin has a place in making it.
Yeah,
He
that's all I needed to read.
That guy's okay at storytelling.
Yeah, he definitely knows how to set up a world. I'm really excited for it. I think it looks really good. I think it looks humongous. Like it looks like a really big game.
Mm-hmm. Very excited.
And there just hasn't been a game that's came out in a long time that I've been like really excited for.
Yeah.
The next game we're going to talk about is what I'm excited for. But
I was excited for like Cyberpunk when it originally came out, but just like out of the gate, it had so many problems and it kind of put a damper on the whole thing.
It was basically a glitch in the Matrix. Was that game?
Yeah, but this Elden Ring, I can't wait.
Elden Ring's gonna be sick.
I'll be
losing
shutting
hours.
the blinds, taking the phone off the hook.
I might even tap into it. You know,
it looks great, and I think it's only going to be single player.
Perfect.
So
single player games. I'm so excited for this single player game that's coming out. Horizon Forbidden West drops tomorrow. 12, I believe it's 18. I'm excited for it.
It's about 7 hours.
Yep.
I'll probably have half of it done by the time you get on it tomorrow, Matt.
I wake up, yeah.
Morgan's just gonna screw through the story.
I'm very excited for it. I love the first game. I know Nick has some gripes with the first game, so go ahead, Nick.
I do. All right. You told me to play that game a while ago.
Years.
And I did. Yeah, and I did. And I played it for like maybe 45 minutes and I was like, this game's slow and I don't like it. So I stopped. And then you were like, no, you got to play it. It gets better. So then I haven't had anything really good to play in a while. So I was like, all right, I'll try it again. And I tried it and I was like getting into it. And the more I played it, the more I got into it. It's cool. It's like the world is really big. And I like the enemies and stuff like that. I talked to you guys about this the other day. I don't like the evading in it. I feel like the machines can do too much damage to you at one time and they have like way too much range to get to you. Sometimes it just kind of feels like you're just like screwing around waiting for an open moment to hit them. But my other thing that I wanted to bring up today is, as much as I enjoy playing the game, when I talk to people in the game, I don't give a fuck what they're saying. I don't care what they're talking about. I don't care about the stories. Like, I think the story is not very good.
Really?
I think the world they've built around it is like just completely uninteresting to me.
Where are you at in the story?
I'm in like a deserty area now.
Okay.
Something Citadel of the Sun. I don't know.
Yep.
But you know what the thing is though, is there's so many like, obviously every name is made up, but there's so many like made up names and shit for everything that like when I'm talking to people in the game, like it's an RPG and you want to like talk more to delve deeper into the story, I just fucking tune out. I like literally don't care what they're saying to me.
I think you're just getting the vibe of it was trying to be a lot like Skyrim, but it didn't go quite as in depth.
And just the people are so fucking like, they're like mannequins when you talk to them. They're just like, oh yeah, he went over there and now he's gone, and you're like, all right,
I mean, I think
guess I'll go. Like
here's the thing is I think this was like one of their first projects that they did. And for them putting it out for their first like project and like being able to adjust, I mean, the story's about to like super pick up where you're at, if I remember correctly, Morgan.
I also feel like the story.
Yeah.
I also feel like the story has taken me into some territory that I have like no fucking business fighting these things yet.
Well,
Like I've been doing a lot of side shit, and I think I'm at like level 20. And the area that the story is in right now, there's shit all around me that's like 27.
you got to level up, son.
Yeah, how much grinding do I need to do though? Like
A lot. That's what an RPG is.
I know, but you don't really have to do like I feel like a lot of my
I
weapons
remember-
aren't doing shit.
I was a low level trying to beat that game too. And I did a shit ton of side missions.
These
Yeah,
guys.
I've
didn't
done a
grind
lot of
hard
side
enough.
missions. I've done a lot of side missions, and I don't know. I just feel like
Coming from the guy who only plays Call of Duty.
I'm running into some shit that I'm like, this story should not be bringing me here yet.
Oh, sorry, or Madden.
Playing Horizon Forbidden West tomorrow on stream. MG the Iceman. Twitch.tv/MG the Iceman. And yeah, no, I play games like this when good ones come out. God of War.
You know what? I would not mind it as much if not every creature was like fucking hostile.
Fair.
I feel like you're running away from literally everything in this game, like all the time.
Yeah, I think we're going to get with this new game that's coming out. Like, there's more tools for you to get around. Looks like you can fly on one of those pterodactyl things. Looks like, you know, you have like basically like you're flying into Warzone, like a parachute thing. It's going to be, I think they're going to change a lot of the mechanics about the game that you don't like, Nick. I'll let you know.
That game's how old? What, 5-6 years?
5-6 years, yeah. Like maybe 4, actually.
But so is like God of War.
It's older than that because I was playing it when I was in New Hampshire.
Nick, come on. We're talking about one of the
I'm just
greatest
saying
series of all time.
I'm just saying. I felt like maybe just the bar was set really low for that game to be a success. I think it's good. I don't think it's not a game that when I'm playing it would make me super excited for the next one.
Oh, it came out when there wasn't really any other games coming out.
Yeah, you gotta
right.
You hit it during a lull.
finish the story, then talk to me.
All right.
Like that's how I feel about it. Like I enjoyed the story. Like I thought it was really cool. Like it delves into some shit. Like I got to a point in that game where I wanted to know what happened to her. You know what I mean?
It came out in 2017, by the way.
17, so 5, yeah. So that's
5 years.
So that's like how I felt. I don't know how Morgan felt about playing the story. I got to a point where it was like, I want to know what happens, you know? And I think we texted about it too, Morgan.
I'm sure
Like,
we did.
Yeah. Like, so this is my personal opinion, but you know, you're entitled to your shitty opinion.
I don't know, something about it. Like something about the way that all the characters kind of just sound the same. That I'm just like, I don't care what he's saying to me. Like I just zone out and all of a sudden I'm like, what? This dude just gave me like a history lesson.
Sounds like a you problem.
It does. I agree. Couldn't agree more. All right. You guys want to add anything to our first Popcast episode?
Yeah, let us know what you want to talk about next time.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. Anything not related to sports that you want us to talk about, video games, movies, TV shows,
Streamers.
I mean, I'm always down to talk about the 2-time 1993, 1994 blockbuster video game champion, Dr. Disrespect, 6'8" gaming great, 37
topics,
and a half-inch vertical leap minimum.
Maybe we can get into some top 5 movies or shows or stuff.
Yeah, TV shows.
This is the first one, so we're testing the waters.
Yeah, I like that, Nick. That's a great idea. We can start debating actors. But Denzel Washington won an Academy Award.
I think Leo's going to take the cake on a lot of people's.
Christian Bale.
That dude. Yeah, puts his body through so much.
Yeah, I don't know why he does it. All right, let's let these kind folks get out of here. Thank you for tuning into the first podcast. Like Stash said, let us know what you want to hear. We'll be posting about it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Give us a listen.
Let us know if you want us to do this live.
Yes, let us know if you want us to do this live. Obviously, we have schedules and work schedules, but we can try to make it a more apt time that everybody can get involved, come in, chat with us. We'll kind of do it as a live show and talk about everything not sports related. So we are more versed than just knowing sports, guys. So there you go.
Yep.
Just not reading,
Just not reading.
not books.
I read books. I haven't read books in a while.
I just bought a whole trilogy at Barnes and Nobles the other day.
What'd you buy?
I got the because I think that they're gonna start tying it in with the Obi-Wan series, but I bought the Thrawn series from Star Wars, Admiral Thrawn, because I wanted to read more about him. So I found all 3 in the trilogy.
You want to know what we should do just to make Morgan mad? We should start
I'm
a
not
book club.
reading.
Let's do a
Start
book club.
The
Yeah.
Finer Things Club.
Yeah. We Angela's ashes to the top of the morning.
We're gonna start a book club, and every month we'll give you guys a new book.
That I won't read.
Unbelievable. All right, folks. Thank you for listening. Let us know what you want. We hope you enjoyed it. Anything to say before we go?
No,
Nah,
we
I
don't
got
have any
nothing.
cool catchphrases for this one yet. So
Enjoy video games, TV, music,
May
movies.
the force be with you.
Ooh.